In an earlier video machine quilting tutorial, I showed you how to quilt the Paisley feather. Now in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can take that same feather and use it in a block to create an interesting motif. Quilting the Paisley feather in a block is really easy. First, you're just going to start by quilting that stem, and it should look almost like a question mark. It's going to come out, into the center, and then come back, something that looks like this. And then I'm going to echo it a couple times, just like I would the regular Paisley feather, just because I like that thicker stem. And then I'm just going to work my way around the outside quilting those paisleys, just like we did in the regular Paisley feather. Now I do need to be mindful of the edges of the block, so when I make my first Paisley shape, I'm making sure that I leave myself room to add a couple echoes in as well. And then I'm going to continue working my way around the outside of that swirl, just like I do on the regular Paisley feather. Now when you reach the corners of the block, you're going to see that there's a little bit more space. So what I do is just go ahead and echo those a little bit more. Sometimes that means I'll quilt the two paisleys and then just come back and echo around what I've already quilted. Basically, I just want to make sure that area is filled in as consistently as possible and then continue working my way around. That's what's so great about this feather is you could just keep adding echo lines until you're ready to move on to the next one. And so knowing that they're going to be a little bit bigger in the corners, I'm fine with that. I'm just working my way around and trying to leave myself space to echo around the paisley, moving my way around that way. This is great for bigger blocks or even maybe the corners of a border, a larger border or something like that, and it makes it more of a motif instead of an all-over design. But the texture is still really amazing. And then remembering that I need to make them a little smaller when I start getting towards the center of that swirl, because I want to be able to leave myself room to come back out. So as I kind of work my way in, they're just getting a little bit smaller and smaller still. And again, I'm just wanting to make sure that space is filled in as completely as possible, so I'm echoing and then working my way back out that way. Now you will have a little bit of space that's unquilted, and what I normally do is just echo that stem a couple of times, and the result is a paisley feather motif that looks beautiful in a block and also brings you back to the beginning, so you can easily quilt inside the block, come back, and then move on to the next one. For more machine quilting tips and pictures, please visit my website, quiltingismytherapy.com.